Alright guys, I've had a couple of requests for a tutorial video on uploading photos, on working on haiku, so I'm going to do a couple things for you. The first off is a lot of you are wondering about how to do photos on your MacBooks. So I'm going to go to Launchpad, I'm going to scroll over to my photo booth, which is one of the easiest apps to use. Every MacBook has it. The first thing we're going to do is take a picture. So of course there's a picture of me, but I want you to see a picture of something else. So what I'm going to do is write down on my piece of paper, flipped. And yes, this is a flip video about flipping videos, so enjoy that. Okay, flipped, right here. And then I'm going to hit the red button. Alright, now that I've taken the picture, I'm going to take and drag it from here over to the screen, and then I'm going to close my photo booth. Mostly because if you have too many programs open while you're recording the screen, you end up with problems. So I'm going to double click this picture, and we notice it says flipped. Okay, now I know I don't have the best handwriting ever, but we can see that it's backwards. So I'm going to go right up here to Tools, and under Tools I'm going to flip horizontally, and voila, it is now the correct direction. This is how you can take pictures of your work with your MacBook. Now this is just the first step. Once you hit close, it'll automatically save it, so when I open it again, it's in the correct direction. So the next thing we need to do is you're trying to turn this photo into haiku, but you don't want to submit the photo directly, you want to submit it through a Google document. So we're going to open up Google Chrome. I'm going to go to my drive. So to get here, you go to drive.google.com. Once you open your drive, you're going to create a new document. So click New, and then you're going to click Google Document. Now right here is where you can add a Google Slide if you want to put pictures into a slide, or Google Sheets if you need to do an Excel or document. So we're going to do a Google document. Once it opens up, always add a title. Otherwise you'll have 25 untitled documents inside of Google Drive, and you'll never know what it is that you're supposed to submit or not submit. Oh, no thanks. I don't want any templates right now. This is going to be called flipped picture for flipped video. Now, what I need to do is insert. Right here, we have File, Edit, View, Insert. Under Insert, you can add all kinds of things, equations, links, images, and what we're going to do is a picture. So we're going to click this image right here. Once I've clicked it, it asks me if I want to upload it, take a snapshot, do a URL. There's a couple other ways. What I'm going to do is choose an image to upload. And I'm going to look on my desktop where I saved the photo. Now this is one way that you can add it. Another way that you can do it is just to slide over and drag the photo straight in. After dragging the photo over, it automatically uploads. So now I have a file named flipped picture for flipped video, and inside of it is a picture of me with a word that says flipped in the correct direction. Now this is saved into my Google Drive. I should be able to scroll down and find it right here, flip picture for flip video. What I'm going to do next is show you how to put that into haiku. From haiku, this is the student view of your haiku page. You'll see where it says completed 1.23 furniture design, and then I can click hand in. Now as a teacher, I can't go to hand in because it will show you everyone else's assignments and their grades, so I can't do that. So I'm going to exit the teacher preview and show you what we can do as teachers is to add content block, and this will look very much the same as when you turn in an assignment. So I'm going to do a text on the page. I'm going to actually do file. So we have a couple things here. We have file, images, text on page. Now I've already talked to you about images. You can upload pictures directly to an assignment by putting an image in it, but that takes a long time for haiku to load, and sometimes you run into the error that says error pictures over 500 megabytes. We know your picture is not over 500 megabytes, so it's an issue with the program linking between Safari and Chrome sometimes. But let's go ahead and do text file on page, and then we'll do text next. This is going to be flipped picture for flip video. if I can type today. There we go. Now when I do a file, you notice these two options are the same. When you click hand in, you'll have these options at the bottom. It'll say upload from computer or choose from my Google Drive. Now if I click upload from computer, I could upload the picture directly, but then it would take, we might run into those issues we had before. So we're going to go choose from my Google Drive. It should give you the most recent ones that you've done, last modified. Now to change it, you just click right here. You can have your oldest one. It'll switch back to the very first one modified, or you can go the other direction and it'll give you the very last one that was modified. Also right here you can change last modified, modified by me, opened by me, or by name. You can do alphabetical order. If you don't see it here, you can always type it in and look for it. So we're going to do flipped. Of course you saw it up already, but this will show you what it looks like when you search something. And then of course with everything else, it doesn't always show up. So we have flipped picture for flip video. Now you won't have this on yours, but it says read only, copy, or collaborate. If you do collaborate right here, that means that all of you would be able to work on this document together. So when you have this option in a wiki site, you'll be able to choose whether to share it with everybody or do read only. I'm going to do read only because I don't want everyone to edit this picture. I'm just turning it in for an example. And I hit continue. Once I've done that, I'm going to hit save, but you'll hit hand in on your screen. And we see right here, here's the document. You can click it, opens it up in Google Docs, and there should be a picture of me holding a sign flipped around the correct direction. So let's go on to the next thing that we're going to do. We're going to click Add Content, and we're going to click On Page Text. Adding a link from a website. This is another issue that I've noticed. A lot of you are copying and pasting a website directly in. So you're going to a website, let's say YouTube History Channel. I know y'all are on the YouTube History Channel all the time. There we go. Alright, so right now we're at the YouTube History Channel, and this is the link at the top. This right here is what you would type in. I'm going to pause this video so it's not playing while we're talking. And a lot of you are copying this. I hit Command C. You can always right click and copy. And then you're going over to Haiku and you're just pasting it right here. Oh, browser, Command V. And then you click hand in or save, whichever one you're doing. And if you notice, you can't click it. Now you can highlight it, copy it, and paste it again, but there's no clicking going on here. So what we need to do is we need to change this to a link. There's two ways to do this. One is you can put a text on there. You can say, click this. And we can add a website to this text. The way we're going to do that is this little button right here. Now if you see this says less, now it says more. A lot of you will just see these functions. You have to click the more button to find this little link. It's supposed to be a link in chains. See, it says link on there. Once you click it, then you can paste the web address or the web link right here. So I'm going to hit Command V and hit OK. Now we don't see it here at all, but if we notice there's a line and this little part that says click this has turned red. So I'm going to click Save. So now when you hover over it, you see a little hand. If you click, it takes you to the History Channel YouTube channel. But there's another way we can do this as well. So I'm going to go back in and edit it. And I'm going to delete this. If you just click the link button and then paste the address into here where it says link/web address and hit OK, well, it's supposed to show up. Let's try this again. From web address, link, OK, there you go. This way it pastes it for you and it links it already. This can also be done for email. So I can type in email I can highlight it. I can click link. And right here we can have a page in this class, a file, or email address. I'll do nallen@uttyler.edu. Once I've done that, you can also do a default subject. Alright, Mr. Allen is awesome. Okay, of course, all of your subjects should begin with this. We all know that. And the default body, you don't have to worry about any specific message. This is if you're setting up for someone else to send you an email. So you hit OK and save. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. When you turn an assignment, one is I can click here to check your website, whether it's Quizlet or something else. Or if I click right here, it automatically opens up my email for me, which takes a second. Once it's open, it generates an email to the email address you set up, and it automatically generates a subject which says, Mr. Allen is awesome. So these are things that you can do to help turn in assignments. If you have any questions at all, go ahead and email me.